This is now the third time recording this, so I really, really fucking hope it works. Straight to Heaven from the fragrance brand bykilian, or is it just Kilian? I don't know if it's Kilian or bykilian anymore, but Straight to Heaven is another popular fragrance in the community and in the bykilian brand. I know a lot of people, when they think of the clichely popular ones in this brand, they tend to say that Back to Black is the more sexy one, but I actually think that Straight to Heaven is the more sexy fragrance from the brand of those two. Um, it's also a fragrance that is it's a good vibe sort of fragrance, I think. You know, if you're going for something a little bit older, classier, more daddy mode, that kind of sexy kind of thing, I think this is a good fragrance to wear for that sort of purpose. Some people think it's unisex. I don't think it smells unisex. I think it smells quite masculine in my opinion, but wear whatever you like, right? So what do I think of the fragrance? What do I think that it smells like? Well, some people say that say something like Burberry's London is a fall in a bottle kind of fragrance, right? Well, I would also say that Straight to Heaven is a fall in a bottle sort of fragrance because it reminds me of fall in a bottle, right? That sort of thing. I'd also say it, imagine like an older dude in a forest, right? A manly dude, right? But not like a lumberjack manly sort of dude. Imagine like a sort of manly dude in a suit, right? A classy dude drinking, right? With a suit. You know, maybe visually out of place, it doesn't make that much sense, but scent wise, the way that it smells, hopefully that makes sense. So, fall in a bottle, imagine a classy, older sort of dude drinking in the forest with a suit, right? Also, speaking of the drinking aspect, I've described something like 212 VIP men, like the drunk 1 million, like your drunk friend that wears 1 million. That's kind of what 212 VIP smells like. So, Straight to Heaven would be your friend that is drinking, but he also holds his drinks much better. He's not actually drunk, right? And he's wearing like the suit. He's a little bit older, right? He holds his drink better, right? While you got your 212 VIP men, the drunk 1 million friend in the corner, right? This dude is holding his alcohol much better. Speaking of the alcohol word, and boozy, right? The fragrance community has this word boozy it uses for a lot of fragrances, and this fragrance is extremely boozy, right? Like the alcohol note in this fragrance is so strong. When I first wore this fragrance, I didn't know if I could wear it. I was like, whoa, dude, I don't know if I can wear this. This smells too old, I thought, right? And to its credit, though, it's one of the only fragrances that has actually ever grown on me, though. Obviously, again, then going from I didn't know if I could wear this to eventually I do wear it sometimes, right? In terms of compliments, I've been surprised by how many compliments I've gotten on this. I do want to put an asterisk mark to it because, again, I consider it a vibe sort of fragrance. So if I'm thinking about being a little bit more of a sexy vibe, daddy kind of mode, a little bit older, I already have a lot to choose from, right? So it's already going into a specific purpose, right? So I don't wear this that often, but when I have worn it, yes, I have gotten compliments on it, even from a younger crowd, which was a little surprising, right? Not something I wear a lot though, so put an asterisk mark to it. But again, I have been surprised by the compliments I've gotten, even from again a younger crowd. For what it's worth, I do think the extreme version smells better than this. The extreme version has more vanilla, so I do think that smells better because that's just my kind of vibe. I enjoy more vanilla kind of fragrances, right? So I would be interested in trying this out, verse, if I was ever doing like a smell testing or a taste testing with fragrances, right? Because personally, if I could do it over again, yes, I would have gotten the extreme because I like more vanilla, right? So the extreme version has more vanilla, maybe less nutmeg or something, I don't know. But I do think the vanilla in it smells sometimes a little bit kind of like that rubber ball plastic sort of vanilla that some kind of fragrances have, but I still think it smells better in my opinion. Oh, I did forget to mention, compliment wise, the only negative comment that I can think of that I've ever gotten is I think a girl told me, she said something like, you smell too much like patchouli or something one time when I was wearing this, right? So maybe the patchouli note just stuck out to her or something, I guess. For the performance, like most bykilians for me, they're not like exploding off my skin, choking anyone out, but I feel like I have a pretty good thick scent bubble around myself for the day that I still get whiffs of throughout the day, right? So not beast mode, but a pretty good scent bubble I feel like I get around myself throughout the day when I wear this. So I would say it's decent, right? So I would suggest bykilian's Straight to Heaven for anyone that is looking again for a sort of vibe fragrance. A little bit more of an older, slightly sexier kind of vibe, daddy mode, daddy stuff if you're into that. That's when I think of wearing this fragrance, right? So again, if you're into that kind of thing, that's why I would check this fragrance out. Hopefully I didn't forget anything because again, I had to do this 3 times in a row now. So I really hope this does not stop this time.